Okay, gonna actually do some disassembly. So I took the tubes out. I think what we'll do is take the chassis out. I made a couple stands. It's not a Mojotone stand, but that's fine. And actually take a look at the inside, so let's do it. I think I can just set this up here. Start there. Should probably do like a time lapse or something on this. Wow, okay. A little speechless. So apparently, this has all the molded caps in it. And the Mallory's. I don't think that should be spinning. Okay. So, I don't think anybody's messed with this. But this 3-wire prong was put in. And the transformer looks new too. This doesn't look original. But it doesn't look new, I'm not sure. I wasn't expecting to see these. That's pretty cool. I would have never expected to own anything that had the, I think, original circuit. So these are prone to leaking and prone to going bad. And I think this is, I have to double check the circuit, but I think if this is our AT7 for the reverb driver, then we could have some noise issues here. I believe this one, this I think goes from here. I think this goes to the power tubes. I have to double check, but I think this is the capacitor that handles the that DC, where we might have DC leakage. Wow, this is way cooler than I would have thought. No idea what transformer this is. I'm actually gonna turn this upside down so I can take a look at the transformer codes. Let's do that. Put the panel a little bit, that's fine. I'm not the first one to do that. I definitely won't be the last one to do that. helps to not drop the phone. So I have to check the schematic for codes, but these have them imprinted. This one, I don't know what this is. This can't be original. This must be a replacement power transformer. But I think the reverb driver these look original. This looks original. This is definitely replaced. So real quick, I ran this transformer code online, and I'll throw up the source up on the top, but this is supposedly a Pacific transformer just based off of 1052. And then the naming convention would have been year, week. So the 51st week of 1994. So I think that's interesting. I think this probably was serviced in 94 and then just not touched. Cool. No idea when or what that is. I'll have to look that up, but somebody signed that. I don't know what that is. Let's actually look under here. So I was wrong. Apparently a lot of these caps are original. So does that mean that B+, hope not to drop that. It's hard to do with one hand. Just excited. I didn't expect to find a mostly original Deluxe Reverb. This isn't ever something I would have expected to find. Yeah, okay. And we got a cap off its eyelet. Okay. Definitely replaced those, so that makes sense. So I'm gonna be careful, because it's been a few hours. I think they would have discharged, but I suspect that. Yeah. All right, let me not do that. I suspect that has something to do with the problem. Okay, that was a close call. Let me not touch that again. And you know what, let me just put the doghouse back on before I sort of lights out myself here. Although that could actually just touch on here. Let's actually look at. So I think we can do some deductive work here. So this has had its caps replaced at one point, probably the original B+ circuit blew up, came in for repair. They probably saw everything else was original and left it, but changed this out. Now, I'll have to double check the circuit. I'm surprised to see no resistors up here. Very cool. Wow. So this thing still has charge, so I should discharge that before doing anything else, but I got lucky I didn't shock myself with that on the doghouse. This got a little bit more interesting. Let's take a pause here, and we know this is an issue. This would introduce noise because this has to do with power transformer things. So that might be part of the hum issue. But the original caps on the tone stack are probably bad as well. I don't have an ESR meter. You have to look into that. Let's put you back here.